Hello and welcome to Frontrunner Motorsport, and today sees the start of the third Motorsport Games, motor racing's own version of the Olympics, but better because it's in cars. Sadly, no pole vault or synchronised diving events, as interesting as that would be, but we have events on tarmac, on gravel, and in the virtual world. There's GTs, touring cars, Formula 4, esports, drifting, karting, rallying, a whole variety of events across 26 different disciplines of motorsport, with opening and closing ceremonies and medals. They have gone all out in making their own version of the Olympics, and you can't even credit the ancient Greeks because they didn't fit engines to their chariots. The 2024 Motorsport Games starts today. Well, it started yesterday, but the qualifying and practice sessions, as well as the first rally stages, start today. So let's take a look at the 2024 Motorsport Games. Make sure you subscribe, and let's jump into the video. The first edition of the Motorsport Games happened in 2019 at Vallelunga, with only 6 disciplines: touring cars, GT, karting, slalom, drifting, esports, and Formula 4. Russia won the event, which they won't be doing again in 2024 for reasons. This was basically a test event, and after COVID came and went, the Motorsport Games returned in 2022 in Marseille, with an expanded 16 categories. Rallying, cross car, and more karting categories gave opportunities to even more drivers to win medals. In fact, the number of drivers participating more than doubled, from 194 to 475. This time, Team Italy won the event with 3 gold medals and a silver, with one Andrea Kimi Antonelli making a name for himself in the Formula 4 race. And now for 2024 in Valencia, we have gone to 26 categories and even more drivers. Sadly, truck racing and the All-Star Rally didn't make the cut for 2024, but let's take a look at these other categories. Touring cars. Klim Gavrilov won for Russia in 2019 and Tom Coronel for Netherlands in 2022. We have a new field of drivers for 2024. Unfortunately, finding the entry lists is a little tough right now, but there are some recognisable names like Adam Kaut, Marco Butti, Ignacio Montenegro, Aurelien Comte and Eric Genet, some of the best national level TCR drivers out there. GT. 3 different categories of GT racing in 2024. We still have the GT Sprint race, but it is now joined by a GT Relay and a single make Ferrari Challenge event. No entry lists yet, but I'm sure each will have a stacked field of talent, given the popularity of GT racing in current day. Single seaters. Formula 4, a good chance for the youngsters to win a big race and make a name for themselves. Last time it was Andrea Kimi Antonelli, and in 2019 it was Andrea Rosso. One is racing in Formula 1 in 2025, and the other has retired from motorsport. Some good drivers in this year's race: Yvonne David of Sri Lanka and Juan Cota Alonso, no relation to Fernando, are the drivers to watch in my opinion. Drifting. The Motorsport Games of 2019 served as an introduction to drifting for me, and I'm still a casual drifting fan today. This sport is very popular in Eastern Europe, and Ukraine and Latvia have won the gold up to now. Looking forward to seeing the nice variety of cars and colours on display, even before they start sliding around. Rallying. A new addition for 2022 was rallying, split into 3 classes: Rally 2, Rally 4 and Historic Rally, all taking place on the tarmac around Marseille. This year they've been split into a further 3 categories: road, gravel and total, so there are 9 medals available in the rallying section. Especially looking forward to the historics. I like watching Ladas do their best, and there were a couple in 2022. Of course a Porsche 911 won, but what true motor racing fan hasn't dreamt of racing in a Lada? Cross car. A few different categories for cross car: mini, junior and senior. This is a very unloved form of racing that was barely shown on the broadcast last time, and there is not a lot of footage to look back at. Hopefully in 2024 we get a proper time slot devoted to cross car, so we can all see what it is about. Karting. A lot of different karting categories. You like slalom? We got slalom. Endurance? You bet your bottom dollar we got endurance. Sprint race for mini, junior and senior levels. All the karting you'll ever need. I'll also stick auto slalom here because I don't know where else to put it, and I'm not giving electric its own category. It's fine. Esports. And finally we have video games for the nerds. Actually, it's nice to see esports being taken seriously, and we even have 2 categories now, GT and F4, so that's 2 sets of medals for the esportsters, although I'm a bit surprised this wasn't extended to rallying at least. The world of rallying has plenty of esports fans, and this is one that should be considered for the future. So they are all the categories on offer at the 2024 Motorsport Games in Valencia. Now here are some categories I would like to see in the future. Truck racing has been delayed, and that has to be on the list for 2026. I think an all-star rally is a great idea, but there should also be an all-star Formula 4 and single-make touring car race. Get some of those old names out of retirement. Maybe some kind of historic GT event or a prototype race, even if it's just LMP3. And I find it a bit odd that Rallycross is missing from this list. Really feels like that should be included. You can extend this concept even further, and please leave your suggestions in the comments below. I understand that if you keep adding categories, then the motorsport games will take a month to complete like the actual Olympics, instead of just the long weekend given, but I feel like this is an idea worth taking to the max. And if dressage can have its own category at the Olympics, then why not a Gymkhana competition? Let me know your thoughts on the motorsport games or what race series you'd like to see involved in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thank you to everyone who already has. Enjoy the motorsport games for the rest of the weekend, and have a good one.